Warning, this video contains serious topics. For those who are sensitive to serious topics, or sensitive to nuts, please do not watch this video. It is also not for the light-hearted. You have been warned. I think this is showing my better qualities of my room at the moment. But hey, we're recording, so say squiddy octopus thingy if you really want.
Guys want the biggest squiddy octopus. I'm trying to make sure our voice is actually hearable. Like, potato!
Potatoes. Well, anyways, I better get down straight to the point. I decided to do a video on, it's called In an Ideal World, right? And basically, what it's about is, I'm going to say a few things that I believe are meant to be in an ideal world. In an ideal world, I think wars should be won with words. Yeah? In an ideal world, I think everyone should be fed.
Yeah, to an extent.
To an extent, go on.
But some people just should generally stop eating for a while, just to make the people who don't really eat at all.
So you're saying the fat ones over in the US need to stop eating so the thin ones over in Africa get some food?
Generally just, like, not very
that was racist,
Americans
I do apologise.
Fat. More along the line of people that eat too much just for the sake of they're hungry or they're bored and they want to just comfort eat.
Yeah.
Couldn't really do it when there's others out there who
so
could
basically,
do
in an ideal world, comfort eating is illegal.
You have to work with that.
Okay. See, you've put a new rule on the book now, for me.
Maybe not entirely legal in certain cases, but
like,
could be put to an extent.
To an extent, okay. In an ideal world, electricity is free.
I totally agree with that option.
I know. The same
I
way.
have no reason to object to that idea.
Yeah. That would be nice. I think, yeah, lighting food and water is essentials for a free world.
Oh, and gas should be free.
Yeah. Yeah.
One more.
Well, you can do it with electricity, can't you? That's the thing, though. The cost of the things I'm proposing is just insane. You know, there's a reason why, I suppose, that we do, have to pay for electricity and everything. You know. Here's another one. In an ideal world, every parent can only allowed to have 2 children.
No.
No?
No, I can't agree with that.
Go on.
As good as it would sound, having just like equal households, there's people out here who generally say you have 2 kids of your own, but you meet someone who's got 2 kids. It's going to become awkward if you say every household should have 2 kids.
Right.
Because maybe they want to take on the responsibility of someone else's kids at the same time.
Okay, so you're saying you can have 2 kids but then adopt more. Is that what you're saying? And give a chance to someone else?
Kind of. No real other way to elaborate on that.
Yeah, okay. I'm seeing your point there, yeah. I'm going to have to turn the notifications off for the next video.
If it's not busy, it doesn't pop up, I think.
Alright, I can't be bothered to change it now. We started recording. Oh dear.
I think every time it goes bleep, it's potatoes.
Yes, every time it bleeps, it's potatoes. Fair enough.
Just in a really high pitch and really squeaky.
Okay. I'm not saying really high pitch squeaky.
Am I seeing this right? Did they just...
You got something to say, Pyro?
Oh wow. No.
Okay. I thought you had something interesting to bring in.
No, I thought he was going to contribute really big then. I was just like, something.
He said something!
It was going to make good sense. Chocolate rain.
See, we've got the both sides of the argument here. We got one that's really serious, and then one who's just like chocolate rain.
I don't even know. I think it's got a screw loose tonight. I think that could be it.
Yeah. So basically,
well, I am watching an anime at the moment with a lot of lovely images.
Okay. So in an ideal world, Pyro will bring something to the table.
What we somewhere along the line. What are we talking about again?
We're just saying, in an ideal world, this is what should be right. You know?
Right. In an ideal world, rejection should not happen.
Define.
What kind of rejection?
Yeah. What kind of rejection?
Rejection from anything. Like if you shouldn't be rejected by a business or another person, or you could be rejected by work because you're greater than their standards. Essentially, I could definitely agree with that opinion.
Yeah and nay. Like, you know, like business options can really either make or break a company, and if you're forced to accept, you're forced to take that risk. Whereas if it was like, you know, I'm not standing up to the big corporates or anything, I'm just saying, you know, if I had a business, I was forced to, let's say, take a smaller business on, you know, and if I had no choice and then that small part of the business fails, then I've lost all my money.
In the same respect, it's kind of looking at the point of they get all this stuff going on with the government of equal rights for workers.
Yeah.
But the equality that goes through the workplace doesn't actually seem to be equal.
Yeah, that will actually lead on to my next, in an ideal world, workers have equal rights. Yeah. Because I've had a mate who's been in a few jobs where there is no union or anything like that. So there are a lot of lost equal rights.
Right.
So, you know.
It's like, you get foreigners come over, yeah, you don't know what the grade's like because you don't know if they did actually learn stuff in their own country, but they come over, they'll get a job at the click of fingers, and you have someone who generally has tried working to get a job, and they just get turned down at the door because they don't meet something.
Yeah.
But yet they could be the best employee that person could ever have.
Yeah, that's another interesting one because, you know, I'd say in an ideal world they wouldn't need citizenships in other countries. You'd all be under one, you know, you'd be under human, you know?
Under human.
No, honestly, like, I honestly believe, like, again, in an ideal world, there'd be no racism, no sexism, and no discrimination on people who are
of any sort.
Any sort, yeah, like, you know, even or sexual orientation or you know, oh, do they like games or do they like football? You know, there should be no, you know, everything should be respectful. You know, people are human,
similar to each other.
Yeah, you know, and that's again in an ideal world. You know.
Yeah.
See, like, I do come up with some serious stuff once in a while. That's going on the end of the video, by the way.
Once in a while.
Once in a while, yeah.
When you're not making food.
When I'm not making food,
When you're not making food.
The funny part is I came up with this video while making food, so...
No surprise there.
I just didn't want to tell anyone.
I did kind of have the idea behind me.
Yeah. Yeah. In an ideal world, there'd be a coin for every country. Basically, one set of currency for every country. That's the thing.
You mean like one different coin for every different country, or one?
No, one currency for the whole world. So you know.
Like Europe. Most of Europe, other than the UK.
What Europe tried to do, yeah, but they tried to force it. You know, I was thinking again, like same with the equality. You know, you just all in one.
As much as we'd love all the countries to use one currency and not anyone.
I just find it annoying for online purchases.
It would sort of probably fall into the hands of if they would start using UK currency.
That would be nice. In an ideal world, everyone uses the British pound sterling.
Well, there's none of that. Everyone moans that, like, oh, the UK's in debt and all this like. It's like, no, we're our money's worth the most to any other country. Yeah, but then again, if we did make a currency for the whole world, we've got to think what would be, how would you define a poor and rich country? Because if you went to somewhere which like some country in Africa which had money like rupees or something, a lot like 300-400 rupees to them is a lot of money, but to us, that's a couple of not even a couple of quid.
Yeah, that he's got a point there actually. Yeah.
Yeah, but so how would we? All they do is just sum it out and basically give them what it would be transferred over.
Yeah, no.
It would be at the same time.
Let's say that large sum of money for in Africa is only worth £1. But say if they got a bit over, that do you give them £2?
Africa, that £1 could buy them a week's shopping for a week.
Yeah. It's interesting. Like, well, you brought something very interesting there, Pyro. You know, I didn't even think of that. You know, and I was preparing food. So yeah, I guess that kind of leads on to my last one. In an ideal world, Snickers would have a silent S. There we go.
I'm gonna go buy a bar of Snickers today. Not help but laugh. Today for lunch I had some fruit and some Knickers.
You can see why I like this one. Right.
Oh my god.
Hi, would you like to do the sign off?
Why did let Pyro do it? I might just add to it.
Okay, Pyro, you've done it once before. Give us the sign off.
Alright, thank you for watching everybody. Don't forget to hit that like button, and if you would like to join the cavalry, please hit that subscribe button, and I will leave it to you, Hype. And don't forget to wash your nose, goddamn.